If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 6% off at checkout. Now let's go ahead and jump right into this video. What's up guys, it's Fifa Chief here and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be talking about investing in team of the group stage cards that a lot of you guys have been asking me about here on FIFA 22. So let's go ahead and dive right into this. So a lot of people have been asking questions about, do we invest in team of the group stage cards? When do we invest in these? A lot of these promo cards have gone up. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this. And the main card that people are questioning is this guy right here with how cheap he is at about 14,000 coins. Boys, before we go any further, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications for more daily trading videos. And let's go ahead and get right back into the action. A lot of times what EA has done is they have required these promo cards in future SBCs that have come. So a lot of times these type of cards have gone up in price. So a lot of people are asking, when do we invest in these? Because people saw that these went up with the signature signings promo and some other promos. So we're just going to kind of talk about this. So just to give you guys an idea of what we're looking at here. So if we look over at the signature signings promo, this is where a lot of people got this idea. For example, this Edwards card here, if we take a look at him, he was sitting around like 28,000, 30,000 coins right here. And then they had like 3 SBCs in a row that required signature signings cards. And this guy went up to about 84,000 coins, which is crazy. And you can see this with quite a few of the cards. For example, this Carlson card here as well. He was down same price, about 28,000 coins, and he went all the way up to 84,000. And basically a lot of people have seen this trend now, and they're thinking, well, why would we not just do the same thing with these team of the group stage cards that are out now? Because EA are just going to do the exact same thing again. Now, let's kind of talk about why I don't think this is a great idea, but it could still work out. So basically, the first time we saw this kind of rise, that signature signings rise in promo cards, was with Road to the Knockout cards. So if we go take a look at, for example, Diatta here. Diatta was chilling about 26,000 coins, and then we got some SBCs, and he went up to about 42, 43,000 coins, which is huge. He almost doubled in price. And you can see that again with a lot of these cards. For example, we look at El Shaarawy, for example. He was at about 29,000, and then boom, 42,000. They all saw that rise. And then the promo immediately after, which was Rule Breakers here. People then saw that rise that Road to the Knockout cards had, and they started investing in these cards. For example, this Barquise in here was a guy that got invested in a lot. So this is what happened. A lot of people started investing here at like 11,000, 15,000, things like that. And he rose to 19,000 by Monday. And this was when there was no SBC. People were just investing in these cards. And then suddenly the cards just dropped because we got like one SBC that required these and everybody was over invested in these and they just crashed. So what I'm thinking is going to happen again with these team of the group stage cards is it's the promo after we saw this massive rise in these cards. So my thought process is, again, we're just going to see a lot of overinvestment and not a lot of SBCs that require these cards, and we're not really going to see huge rises in these. Now, these are a bit safer at the moment because, for example, Totgs and Bothheim are pretty close to discard here at like 15,000, 14,000 coins. So you can't really go too wrong with those. But my thing is, I just don't think they're going to have the same kind of requirements for these SBCs. And I don't think these cards are going to see the same rises that people are expecting here. And the thing with this as well is there's only really 3 fodder cards. Totgs, Bothheim, and Benrahma. And Benrahma, I wouldn't even just consider straight up fodder. He's got a decent card. And it's the same thing with Totgs. He really isn't that bad. The only straight fodder card is this guy right here. So I don't really expect to see the same rises that we saw with a lot of those other cards. So I'm personally telling people to stay away from that, because the thing is, when people see those type of trends, everybody jumps on. Absolutely everybody. And basically that just leads to a lot of overinvestment that we saw. And with example, for example, those rule breakers that we were talking about. I mean, it just crashed as soon as the SBC came out, because literally everybody sold at the same time. So I don't think it's a great investment to go and pick these up. If I were going to pick these up, I wouldn't be going all in or anything. Maybe I'd pick up a Toko Akambe, and maybe I'd pick up one of these guys, try to get them for like 13K, try to get an undercut on them, because I wouldn't expect EA to make it so easy for people to make coins like that, because they saw with that signature signings promo how many people made tens of millions of coins off those cards, and they're not going to do the exact same thing again. So they typically don't follow those trends like that and make it that easy for people to trade with those cards. Now, the only way this could really go the other way and these cards could be unreal investments is if EA just say, all right, whatever, we're going to do 3-player SBCs in a row that basically require these cards. And I can't really see that happening. One, because like I mentioned, there aren't enough fodder cards in this promo. There just aren't enough fodder cards in this promo to have continuous player SBCs and and have them require these cards, because they're just gonna run out of cards on the market. People are gonna have to start submitting cards like Christensen, who is not meant to be submitted for SBCs. He's a card that's meant to be used on the game, basically. So they're not gonna require 3 SBCs in a row again that require these cards. And it's already Wednesday, or no, it's Tuesday when I'm recording this. Content's in 40 minutes. So I mean, for them to do it, they would have to release an SBC today, Wednesday, and Thursday that all require these team of the group stage cards to make these cards really rise like that, and I just don't see it happening. Now, where we could see a rise is, for example, if you were to go invest in these Bothheim cards for like 14K here, and then there's some big YouTuber or some TikTok goes crazy that says to invest in these cards, and maybe he goes up to like 18,000 coins, then I would sell. But if you invest like that, do not wait for the content to come, because what happens is, say everyone invests in this card because some TikTok that goes crazy, right? And then everybody's going to hold for that SBC to come that requires said card. And then when the SBC drops, everybody sells and the price tanks. So what you do is basically you pick this card up and you sell in the hype, before content or anything like that, when people are still investing, and you take your coins like that. It's about selling in the hype more than it is about selling with the content. So that's kind of my full opinion on investing in these team of the group stage cards. I just don't think it's a great move, because they're just not going to follow that same exact trend that they did with signature signings. And I think it's going to be very similar from how we moved from those road to the knockout cards skyrocketing, and then rule breakers being overinvested in and not seeing the same type of content. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.